Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, today's video, we're talking about some more Cayo Perico DLC stuff. In this video in particular, these are the weapons that I want them to bring in, and that honestly we need to have in GTA 5 Online. Not just weapons, but a few other tactical pieces of equipment that I think would fit in just perfectly with this DLC. And like I said, things that are just well overdue that we actually need to have, all right? You guys definitely make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not already. If you want to make sure that you are kept up to date with all of the guides and what's going on with Cayo Perico DLC, I will have all that for you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Turn on notifications so you guys don't miss out on any of that content, because you know I'm going to have it. And definitely drop a like, because you know this video is going to be a banger. All right, come on. You know it's going to be a banger, baby. But listen, seriously, though. We know that Rockstar is going to be giving us some new weapons with this DLC. All right, they haven't put it out there. We don't know exactly what they are. I already predicted that we'll have probably between 5 and 10 in that range of new weapons. Whether they're totally new, whether they're reskins like we have had before with the Mark II variants. And, maybe some different kind of liveries and things like that or whatever. But a few things I really do think that we need to have. Now, I know other YouTubers have made videos talking about this, so I don't want to dwell on too much of what they've already said. But there are a few things that I feel that some of them have missed and overlooked, and I really think that we need to talk about, and that Rockstar would be, right on point with if they added in. All right, so first up, let's talk about some of the stuff that we already kind of have an idea that they may be bringing in. It's stuff that's already been kind of talked about. A new assault rifle is probably the most likely thing that we're going to get. There's already, code in the game. There's already props and, place cards for a new type of assault rifle, whether it's a Scar or Odin type, a assault rifle that packs a bigger punch, has more recoil, a little bit slower fire rates. That type of rifle would be in the game, definitely. Something, that kind of packs the punch like the Marksman Rifle right here. And if you guys know, if you put on the holographic scope, you can auto-lock on the targets, and it turns into a semi-automatic, pretty much a death blow, really. It's a really good gun. But yeah, so that's kind of already, I think that's probably a given. Think about this DLC, right? We're robbing a drug lord that owns his own island. So think of the weapons that we would be using in that kind of scenario. I definitely think a blowtorch or some kind of sword would definitely be apparent in that, and that would definitely be something that we would expect to have. Something I think that we need to have, though, that hasn't been in the game at all, are working gas masks. I think this DLC could easily bring that in, give us real gas masks that work. As you see right here, I put on a gas mask, drop some tear gas, nothing happens. I wear this, industrial gas mask, do the same thing, pop some tear gas, and nothing happens. It doesn't protect you at all. You end up getting, you end up losing life. You end up losing health. So I think that's just something that Rockstar has overlooked ever since the, induction of the gas masks into the game. I think that's really dumb. And this would be a perfect DLC to add those in to the DLC. In addition, something that's been in the game for a long time, which I think would be just obvious to add, is the stun gun. The stun gun is in the actual ammunition stores. And wouldn't that be just totally awesome to have a non-lethal weapon in GTA 5 Online free roam? You can go around zapping people. We've already got like drones that can stun people over and over and over again. I think that'd be really cool to have an actual pistol where you could do that with, stun people, and it'd be a blast. And this again would be a perfect DLC to bring that in. It'd be a non-lethal. You're subduing your victims. You can use it in the casino heists. Why can't you just use it outside? A weapon that I think that we absolutely, from day one, need to have an upgrade on is the homing rocket launcher. From day one, I was calling this weapon out, saying that it's a waste. I feel that it is so useless that players honestly forgot how useless it is. Because I think that people should be up in arms way more than what they are. Any plane, I'm using a Hydra right now, almost any plane can just outturn and outrun the homing rocket launcher missiles. It's just a waste of time. They don't track well. It's hard to even shoot down choppers. I mean, it's ridiculous. I had a couple of my crew members shooting missiles at me. I'm missing a tight turn, and that's it, and I can outrun these missiles. So a Mark II version or some kind of upgrade to the homing rocket launcher would be so well appreciated. It really would. This would be a great way to combat, jet griefers, Mark II griefers, and things like that. You could, from the ground, shoot them out of the sky. You could make the missiles maybe smaller. They could be faster to where you can't outturn them. And maybe the only option would be to use chaff or flares, which I think would be okay. It'd be a good counter to that. And then maybe if they're faster and smaller, maybe you don't destroy the plane in one rocket, but it does enough damage to where the plane is pretty much made useless. That could be a counterbalance to that. That's something that I think that these are just a few things that I think that we really should obviously have. The assault rifle, that's a given. The flamethrower, I think that'd be appropriate. Some kind of sword for a melee weapon, that would be dope. These things are already kind of in the game anyways, or you can mod them in on PC. A few other things that I think would be appropriate for this DLC for us to have that I think would be really cool. Maybe along the lines of a flamethrower, maybe a blowtorch. I could see some torture going down with this DLC, seriously, or cutting through bars or whatnot. A blowtorch would be really cool. I don't want any more futuristic stuff. So I know a lot of people want the railgun, but I don't want any more of that stuff in the game. I really don't. I think a bow and arrow would be really cool. Think of Rambo, right? Think of the explosive tips or whatever. The explosive rounds are a real thing in real life. It's in the game with the pump shotgun Mark II and the sniper rifle. I think that would be cool. A crossbow action, something like that. I think that'd be appropriate. Something that I think that would be really cool to add to pistols. We've had so many pistols, right? So maybe not add new pistols, but allow us to dual wield the pistols. Could you imagine how dope that would be in free mode, taking pictures, making video clips, dual wielding your favorite pistols, revolvers, or maybe mix matching? I think that would be something that would be a great addition and would go along with this DLC. And maybe a tactical piece of equipment to add on to your weapons, maybe a underbarrel grenade launcher attachment. That would be really cool too. That way you don't have to switch to a totally different weapon for grenade launcher. You just, maybe hit a quick button or something like that. It switches to your grenade launcher underneath your already, the assault rifle that you're already using. I think that would be really cool. A few other things that I think would be appropriate for the DLC, which we could use in the game. Introduce some kind of rappel system, rappel hooks or some kind of grappling hook. Nothing too crazy or outlandish where you're just, scaling Maze Bank, but maybe something that gives you enough of ability to, rappel down from a building, kind of like the ropes where you can rappel from the helicopter that's already in the game, right? I think that'd be appropriate and something that'd be really cool and fun to have in the game. And one more thing that I think would be cool for maybe a type of melee weapon or a throwable. I would like to see some throwing knives brought in. Again, I think that'd be a cool stealth way or a stealth method to add to the heist for the actual DLC heist, for the Cayo Perico DLC. And I think that would, fit alongside that theme. I think that'd be really cool. So there you guys have it. That's my wish list. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think we need things like a Mark II homing rocket? Wouldn't you like the gas masks to actually work, to actually protect you, right? I think these are things that, Rockstar could absolutely address, fix, and add to the game. And these are some of the weapons that I think that, would be appropriate and that we do need to have in GTA 5 Online without adding too much cheesiness, without being too corny, right? And adding to, no more futuristic stuff, right? But this is realistic and very probable and would go along with the theme of the DLC. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for coming out of the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. See you in the next one, all right? Peace out. Yeah.